I'm John from SurfFX, and today we're having a look at the new 2021 Starboard Sprint and the changes they've made to this, all in the name of speed. For 2021, Starboard have made several little changes to just get this board faster and to give it a bit more stability, which lets you paddle faster because you're not worried about falling in. So, starting it off, they made some changes up the front with the nose. You can see you've got a much more squared off nose, way more squared entry just to slice in. And they've added a little bit of height to the board overall. Now, I'll get back to that in a second. So, as you get further back through the board, you now get a absolute narrower board. So every board is an inch narrower overall, but they maintain the same width in the nose and tail as previously. So you've just got less mass and through the guts of it to push through the water. So you've got that nice straight outline now. They've done that, but they've also been able to keep the standing area the same width. So when you look at the rails, they're much, much thinner towards the bottom where your feet are. So you're not compromising having a narrower stance, which is pretty handy, especially when you've got, bigger feet and stuff like that. So you don't have a real compact narrow stance. You're comfortable and you're riding a faster board through the inside. Now as you go back through the board, so they've maintained the tail width, but they've changed the tail shape quite a bit. So they've kept it a really blocky, straight up and down cut through the back section of the tail, and it's a really straight release, enabling little wake off the back, so you're not going to get people wash riding you as much. Through the back end of the board, they've added a bit more tail rocker to help with buoy turns, and also to help, a lot of people are now using the Sprints because they are fairly dug out and stable as a downwind board. So it adds a bit more maneuverability if you do want to downwind your Sprint. Bottom shape, they've changed it and they've shallowed out the concave. So what that does, as you push forward paddling, it lets the board kind of come up a little bit easier out of the water. So as it's coming up out of the water, you do get it nice and high, and you've got a higher side overall to help keep the water out and also get you lower so more to maintain stability. And the drain holes have been increased this year, so you're a little bit more efficient. So their shape is a little bit different, how they angle out. So and their placement really is centered between each board size of where water will pool. So the water drains really quickly. I mean, you can see we got 4 drain holes on this thing, so water sheds off quite quick. Through the back, the deck raises up and then drops down again with that higher rail on the back again to try to keep water from sloshing in. But with those drain holes, if it does, it just goes out pretty quickly. So Starboard are pretty cool in how they do their race board development. They're on a big lake, the head office, and they have to have a noticeable set difference in time over a set distance in order to even consider making it a production model. So it's pretty cool how they get all the pros there. They bust their guts sprinting non-stop, testing all these blank boards, and then they settle on the one that, okay, this one had a measured difference in speed. So it all comes out as a faster board, and it shows. These are the 3 times world's fastest boards. So winning more races than anything. And instead now guys are taking them in the open ocean.
I will use the 2021 Sprint in almost all my races. It's a perfect board for upwind, downwind, sidewind, and those distance races that we do most of our races at. It's a board where I'm able to feel comfortable on and feel like I've got an edge on my competition. It's able to perform outstandingly in so many conditions, which allows me to feel like I'm able to get those fantastic results week in, week out, and never feel like I'm disadvantaged. I'm Michael Booth, I'm a professional SUP racer, and the Sprint is the perfect board for me.